guys, it's Joanne from 15spatulas.com. Today we are going to make homemade sandwich bread. I found that a lot of store-bought sandwich breads have preservatives, dough conditioners, and other ingredients that I try to avoid. So let me show you how easy it is to make your own sandwich bread at home. So I'm going to turn my stove to medium heat, and we're going to add 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 1 1/4 cups of milk, I'm using skim here, and then 1 ounce or 2 tablespoons of honey. And we're going to bring this mixture up to 115 degrees. Once your liquid has reached 115 degrees, just remove it from the heat, and you're going to add 2 1/4 teaspoons of rapid rise yeast. That's the equivalent of one of these envelopes. You're going to give this a stir, and you're going to let the yeast sit for 10 minutes until it's foamy. My yeast has gotten nice and foamy, so we're going to go ahead and add 3 1/2 cups or 17 1/2 ounces of all-purpose flour to the bowl of a stand mixer. And then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. And you're going to take your liquid ingredients and stir it into the flour. Once it looks more or less combined like this, you're going to stick it on the machine, attach the dough hook. We're going to knead this on medium-low speed, that's about a 3, for 10 minutes. After the dough has been kneaded for 10 minutes, you're going to remove it from the mixer. Just remove any of the dough stuck on the dough hook with your fingers. And we're going to cover this with plastic wrap. Let it sit at room temperature for about an hour until the dough doubles in size. My dough has gotten all huge and doubled, so I'm just going to move this to a lightly floured board. Flour my hands a little bit, and we want to stretch this into an 8 by 8 square. All right, perfect. So what you want to do is you want to take the end closest to you. You want to start rolling this up like a cinnamon roll. When you get to the end, you want to pinch that seam shut. And then I've got a greased loaf pan here. I just rubbed some butter on it. We're going to pick up our little loaf, stick that right inside there, and we're going to cover this with plastic wrap for about 30 minutes just to let it rise. Our bread has gone through its second rise, so we're going to bake this in a 375-degree oven for about 45 minutes. But what we're going to do is we're going to stick a sheet pan in the lowest shelf of our oven. We're going to add enough boiling water to cover the bottom of the pan. This is going to create a moist baking environment for our bread. It's going to give our bread more rise, so it's a lighter, kind of less dense loaf, and it's going to give us a really nice crust as well. Once the bread has finished baking, you want to let it cool completely on a wire rack, and then you can just cut it into slices. So you can get this full recipe on my website, 15spatulas.com. I put a link in the description box below. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next Thursday.